wouldn't go as far to say that I love the night shift schedule, but there are certainly some advantages to working when the rest of the world is asleep. Now, if you are new to this schedule or you're a seasoned night shift worker and you're looking for some motivation, you will find it in this video. Let's talk about some of the advantages for working the third shift. The biggest advantage to working the night shift that probably comes to mind is the financial benefit. Most places will pay their employees a little bit more per hour because, well, let's face it, a lot of people don't want to work this schedule, so there needs to be some incentive to get you to show up to work every day. This might be $1, $2, $3, maybe more, which might not seem like very much, but when you add it up over the course of the year, it can be quite a decent little pay packet you're bringing home. Just a little tip in regards to your wage. Check your contract. Are you getting paid the right amount, particularly if you've done any overtime, you've worked weekends, or a public holiday? Whilst we're talking about money, one of the other advantages to working night shift is you can save it a little bit easier than working the day shift. But we have to be disciplined in order for this to happen. I know how tempting it can be to be sucked into a commercial at 3 a.m. to convince you to buy a new vacuum when you don't need a new vacuum. Though I think you drink less alcohol and you go to less social events, so therefore it's easier to save money, there's still temptation to spend it on really dumb things. So my point here is there is a benefit to working nights in terms of saving money, but we have to still be smart about it. This next benefit by far is my favorite, and that is we are able to enjoy a relaxed commute to and from work. Most of the traffic and the stress is happening on the other side of the road, and we can just drive in utter bliss. When we get to work, a lot of the parking restrictions don't apply overnight, meaning that we can park a lot closer to where we need to go, and we don't have to worry about putting money in the meter. If you catch public transport or you ride your bike, you'll probably have a little bit more room to move as well. Night shift can also work really well for parents that are juggling their own job, their spouse's job, and their kids and all the activities that go along with parenting. It can also eliminate the need for childcare or maybe less reliance on childcare because you're able to balance work and having one parent at home at a time. The nursing parents who I work with overnight rave about the night shift for two main reasons. One, it gives them flexibility in regards to childcare and balancing other commitments that they've got on. But also night shifts are typically longer than the day shift, which means they don't have to be at work as often, leaving more time to do the fun stuff. Do you know what I think is pretty fun? Seeing you click that like button. That was lame, but thank you anyway. How much do you love lining up at the grocery store? What about finding a car park down at the local shops? Pretty fun, isn't it? As night shift workers, we can avoid the crowds if we're smart about it. Around our shifts and on our days off, we can choose when we go to the shops, and we're not forced to go when there's a million other people at peak hour. Once you get to a night shift, there's lots of benefits as well. One in particular is the camaraderie. The friends that you make with those who also work the same schedule as you is pretty amazing. I know that I've developed friendships with people who I might not have spoken to if I worked the day shift because it's a lot busier and maybe we've got different things in common. The night shift is typically a bit slower and it allows you to talk to people who you wouldn't normally, and you learn a lot, you have a laugh, and it's actually really good fun. Those of you who work alone at night, it might be easy just to disregard this benefit, but can you use it to your advantage? Can you make connection with someone in a different time zone who you haven't spoken to for a while? Can you write letters or an email to someone who's really close to you but you might not have seen due to your shifts? Or can you use this time as a bit of self-discovery? read some books, find out about yourself and do something for you. The next night shift benefit is all about autonomy and having the room to grow. In most 24-hour workplaces, there is less staff overnight to do the same job. So this means your boss's boss probably won't be there at night, but there is still someone around potentially breathing down your neck and watching your work. But what this environment does mean is that you have to figure things out on your own with less support. This can seem daunting, but I think this is where you grow the most. You get to figure out where you're deficient in some areas and which part of the business you really enjoy working on without the distraction of other people. If you're the type of person that struggles working day shift because there's just too much going on, you're going to love the night shift because there's just less distractions. You can go in and get your work done, and you might have even some spare time to do something that you want to do. Working the night shift can also be great for your personal brand and showing your boss that you're a team player and that you want to see your workplace be successful. These character traits of leadership and adaptability can go a long way if you've got your heart set on a promotion or you'd like to progress through the company. You might think that the hard work that you're putting in overnight doesn't get back to your manager, but it does. So working nights actually might be a really good thing if you're trying to progress. If you're about to start your next night shift roster, do yourself a favor and watch this video next. It will make the transition a piece of cake. Thanks for checking out this video, and we'll see you at the next shift.